Exactly. There goes the alcoholic. Anyways, as I was saying, that's not my saw. Now you can explain to her how she's responsible because she brought the person on the property, so it's going to come back on her whether she likes it or not. Because my saw had a 16-inch blade, that saw down there has a 12-inch blade.
We'll go and see if the 12-inch blade or 16-inch blade is sitting beside it. Maybe
why would it be sitting beside it?
Maybe a blade is different. Maybe the blade is different. But that's no reason for you to act like you're acting, Ty. If that's what's mentally ill.
Guess who's saying I'm mentally ill?
Ty.
Guess who's saying I'm mentally ill?
Yeah, no, you act very mentally ill.
Guess who's saying I'm mentally ill?
Right, Ty, you act very mentally ill.
What do you act then?
Ty.
What do you act then?
Do I go around calling you a cunt? Do I go around calling you an
Would that make sense?
Do I go around calling you an
Would that make sense? Would that make sense?
Ty, you know what? Ty.
If you're a cunt, you're called a cunt. Guess what? Your own brothers don't even talk to you. Do they talk to me? Oh, but I'm the cunt. Exactly.
Ty, you act like a hysterical mental illness person.
Because I've had to deal with you my whole life.
Ty, you act like a hysterical...
Because I've had to deal with you my whole life. Guess what, Donald? Because I've had to deal with you my whole life.
You don't even clean yourself up, Ty. You act like a mentally ill person. You act... I don't know. I mean, and then you expect people to clean all this.
So she'll bring people on the property, let them steal from me, and when I try and inform her that they've done this, she'll attack me. That's the person you married.
Dad doesn't appreciate the way you've been yelling at him either. Dad doesn't appreciate...
When have I been yelling at you?
Yeah, you've been yelling at him.
798 to 711 after supporting both of the president Trump's impeachments, excuse me. Meanwhile, fellow Trump critic
All these witnesses you've got now that see you look like a mentally ill person. Holy shit. I don't understand. I don't understand how you could put yourself in that position to make yourself look like such a mentally ill idiot. That's what you've done.
Guess what? I've had a lot of instruction. Because guess what? You've been doing my whole life. So guess what I've looked up to and learned from?
People don't understand.
Exactly.
People don't understand why you still live here. They just don't.
Because somebody spent my money that I was going to use to move out? Exactly. But all you do is use an opportunity to abuse me more. Well, guess what? It's more abuse that you're responsible for.
How do I use it to abuse you?
Did I put myself in that position?
Every time you wanted to go, you went. Every time you wanted to move out, you moved out. And then all of us, and every time you wanted to come back, you came back. Nothing to do with me.
The only time I came back here was when I went blind in my left eye. Then I had to deal with that, and I've been recovering from that ever since.
You don't remember coming back after you looked at the cabin swamp?
The cabin swamp.
Well, wherever you went, I don't know where you went. You said you were in the cabin swamp. I don't know when you were eating at the food bank all the time. I don't know, Ty, you act very mentally ill. I don't know what People are very concerned.
Well, they're a little late on that. Quite a few years.
Well,
They should have been worried about that when I was young and you were starting to abuse me. Instead of you abusing me my whole life and then worrying about how I'm reacting now.
people don't understand how you can react the way you do. Like,
Because
you don't have more respect for you, your own personal self. Like, I would never act like that in front of a person. My father would never have acted like that in front of a person. To reduce myself, my image, to a person like that. You reduced your image in front of how many people now to see you in that state, and you have no self-respect. Like, what is wrong with you that you have no self-respect?
Okay.
Like, you don't seem to be able to talk to people and ask people a question or say to people, like, is there any way this could have happened?
So because I came to you and told you that the person you brought on the property has switched the saw and this is the way you treat me. Exactly. This is the way you've always treated me.
You know what? Even when
I know what, I've told you that. How many times have I told you that?
even when
How many times have I told you I know what? How many times have I told you I know what?
I know, because that's another part of that mental thing. We can't discuss anything. We just have to go by, how many times do I know what? How many times do I know what? How many times do I know what?
Is that what I said?
Like a mental illness person. Yeah.
I said, how many times have I told you I know what?
Yeah.
That's not what you said.
I don't care.
How many times have I said I know what? How many times have I said I know what?
But that's still part of the mental illness, Ty. You still make yourself look like you have an illness.
The biggest mental illness around here is you. And it always has been.
Ty, there's an
Maryland,
awful lot
there's an awful lot of Maryland's bullshit being shoveled.
There's an awful lot of people that have seen you in the state that you put yourself in that they just do not understand. And why you would put yourself in that image, you would give that image of yourself to people, like, is beyond most of us. Most of the people that have seen you like that, they cannot understand why you would put yourself in that kind of a category. They think you're smart, Ty, but the smartness goes right out the door as soon as they see you act like that, or challenge, or try and solve a problem the way you do. It goes right out the door.
That's what you tell yourself, Donald.
No.
Keep believing it.
No.
Uh-huh.
No, because you present yourself as something that is right out of what? Shot right out of what?
Abused by his mother his whole life, and he's telling people that now, and has been since 2012.
Fine. You can tell all the people that you want that you were abused by your mother. There's all kinds of people that have been abused by their mother. They're out
All
there
the people-
functioning properly. They're all out there. They're not acting like this.
All the people that come around here lately, all I say to them is, talk to Wendy Fusil.
I don't care, Ty. I don't care.
Good.
Because you want to put me down. You want to put me
I'm not putting you down. I'm saying talk to Wendy Fusil. They're going and talking to Wendy Fusil, and then they're finding out from Wendy Fusil what it's like to deal with you, which isn't being said by me.
Ty, you present yourself this way, and now you want to drag me down.
No, you drag yourself down, and you've been doing it your whole life.
I don't go drag you down, Ty. I don't go drag you
What
down.
did your brother say about you when I asked him? Exactly. So that predated
You do
me.
what you want, Ty. You do what you want.
Yeah.
But you know what? You're making it. You're making it so that you can't. You won't,
Get out your beer, Donald. Get out your beer.
yeah, you won't be able to live with your dad and I if you carry on like this. There's no way.
What, if I tell you the truth?
No, if you act like a mentally ill person.
Well,
You won't be able to, Ty. You won't.
uh-huh.
No, you won't. You won't. That's it.
Keep telling yourself that, Donald.
I know that, Ty.
Keep telling yourself, Donald.
I know that. And
Keep telling yourself, Donald.
why do you present yourself as one smart person working at something right off shot out of
I don't present myself as anything.
want to come up here and talk to people like so they think you're intelligent, and then you present this picture of yourself that looks like you've been shot out of a rocket canyon?
Keep going, Donald. Keep going. You'll convince yourself it's the truth sometime.
You better do another self-evaluation because
When are you going to do one, Donald? When are you going to do one, Donald?
Yeah, the image you leave,
Exactly, Donald. You can't do one because you're afraid.
the image you leave of yourself with people, they don't care. They don't.
Guess what? At least they tell me the truth.
Oh, come on.
You never find out the truth of what people think of you.
They don't tell you.
How would you know? Exactly.